Hello everyone, welcome for another video tutorial in IP311, the system administration and maintenance using Bash scripting on Linux operating system. So for this video, we will discuss about the decision making of Bash scripting, which is the if statement. Okay, so the if statement is a decision making code, okay, or statement, and this is one of the most fundamental concepts of computer programming. So like the if else, if elif, and so on. So the using this if statement, actually it will execute depending on the condition given. Okay, so the format or the syntax of using the if statement is using the keyword if. Okay, using the keyword if, and then followed by the argument or the parameter after if, which is the test command. So the test command is a combination of a variable, an operator, and a string or another operator, and so on. And then below of the if uh, keyword, there is a keyword then, and then after that statements, then fi. So as you can see on the screen, this is the uh, format or the syntax of the if statement in Bash scripting. So small letter if, then test command. The test command, I've said a while ago, are combination of operator and variables and string constant and so on. And then below of that, if, the keyword then, and then followed by the statement. So here below of then is the statement to be executed. Okay, so or action to be performed. Okay, so later we will have an example for this one. And then fi is it is a keyword indicates the end of the condition of if. So fi is the end or end of the block of if statement, or the terminator of if statement, something like that. So let us create a simple bash script, okay, using the nano text editor. So nano, for example, if sample 1.sh, okay, and then enter. So for example, we want to determine a number entered if it is greater than 10. Okay, so if it is greater than 10, if the number entered is greater than 10, so we will display a message on the screen: the variable is greater than 10, or the value entered is greater than 10. Okay, so that's it. So in the first line of our script, so we have here the hashtag, then exclamation point, and then slash, and then bin, then bash. Okay, enter. Okay, you can put your name here as an author, okay, specifying that you created this script, for example, my name. And then of course, in my statement a while ago, is that a script that will ask number, so we have to create a prompt. So enter a number, okay, enter a number, that's it. And then a keyword to read a value, then store to the variable is the command read. Okay, read. Then let's say, for example, the variable is, the name of the variable is var. Okay, next we have now we will now test. So if the user entered a number to the variable, we could now test the uh, the variable if it is greater than 10. So using the if keyword. So if, okay, all lowercase letter, then a double square bracket, open square bracket, another space there, and then to get the value of the variable, okay, so use the dollar symbol var as uh, relation, okay, as the name of the variable here, var. So we have to use dollar var, and then the very important keyword here under if condition is the this one, okay, das gt. So meaning the das gt here represents greater than, okay, greater than. So there are many. So this das gt here is one operator in the if condition, okay. Das gt refers to greater than, and there are many operators of the if statement, like das eq, das lt for less than, das ge for greater and equal, das le less than and equal, and many more. Okay, so we'll just take a few samples of this operator. So in my statement a while ago, we will determine the entered value if it is greater than 10. So that's why we use das gt. Okay, we use das gt, greater than, and then we will now of course we will use the constant 10. Okay, and then space, close double a square bracket, double close square bracket, sorry, there. Okay, and then enter, and then next line is the keyword then. Okay, meaning then is something like the beginning of the execution, okay, of if it is true. Okay, so next is we have to press enter. The next statement here is to display the message if it is greater than 10. So echo, we could say that the variable is greater than 10, and then double quote. Okay, and then of course the very important keyword here is once you're finished with all the statements or the parameters required, okay, you can now add now the if statement using the fi. Okay, meaning the beginning of if is the keyword if there, and to end now the if is the keyword fi. Okay, so I believe we are finished with this simple code to determine if the variable is greater than 10. So we could now test if it is this script is somewhat true. Okay, so Control O to save the program, and then enter, then Control X to exit, to close the nanotext editor, and we'll go back to the prompt. So now let us now execute the script, but before that we have to convert our script into executable file. Remember that once you have created a script one time, before you execute, you have to convert it into executable file. It is because that all the files you have created, whether if it is a document file, text file, program file, and so on and so forth, they are actually created as a normal or ordinary file. Okay, so for in this case using the bash script -sh, we have to execute this one. So the keyword is, so there is a command to do that, chmod. So chmod, then +x. So the +x here is a parameter. to make a file to be executable. The plus X here is the same with 777 or could be 775. Okay, you can use that 777 and 775 or simply plus X, right? And then if sample1.sh and then enter. Now when you type ls, you will see that ls if sample1 is now executable. So when you look closely, okay, internally about the characteristics of this file, you will see that read, write, executable. Okay, read, executable, and executable. Okay, so meaning this file is executable. As unlike this config.cfg, read, write, read only, it is not executable. So that's why it's colored white. Okay, so it is now executable. We are now ready to execute our script. So to execute our script, you just press period slash and then if sample1.sh, then enter. So in our program a while ago, we have a prompt. We've created, we have specified a prompt, enter a number. So meaning the program or the script is asking a number from a user. When the user enter a number, for example, 8, okay, 8 will now be stored to variable var. So the value of var is 8. Okay, in our script, we will test that the variable is greater than 10. However, if we enter 8, then this 8 in the conditions that is 8 is greater than 10. Okay, is it 8 is greater than 10? Is that true or false? That's what the idea of the logic of the condition. So I believe that is false. Okay, that is false. So in the message, it will not be displayed because it is false. Okay, so when you press enter here, nothing happened. It will go back to prompt. Okay, because 8 is actually lower than 10. Okay, it is not greater. Okay, let us go back to our script. Okay, again, remember that in our script, the 8 we have entered will be stored to var. Now, in the condition now, if 8 using this -gt is greater than 10, so this condition here, value here, is false. So if this condition is false, it will not execute this one. Okay. Now let's go back again. Let us rerun the program. Let us say that the var variable has value 11. Okay, 11. This var is 11. So now the test now is var 11 is greater than 10? Is it true or false? That's the logic. Is it true or false? Is 11 is greater than? Yes, it is true. So if this condition is true, it will now execute or it will now display the variable is greater than 10. Okay, let us test. So we have to go back to our prompt. So let us execute because we've already used the chmod a while ago, and that is we use it once only, the chmod. Okay, so to execute again, period slash and then if sample1.sh. Now in our program, in our output, enter a number. Okay, so for example 11. So 11 will be stored to variable var. Okay, so in the condition is 11 is greater than 10. So I believe that is true. So meaning it will now display variable is greater than 10. Okay, so when you hit enter key here, so it will now display variable is greater than 10. Let us test it again. Okay, let's say 5. Is 5 is greater than 10? No. Do you think the message will display on the screen? No. Okay, because 5 is lower than 10. So it will go back to the prompt. Let us test again. So Let us run the program. Let's say 24. Okay, 24. So is 24 is greater than 10? I believe that is true. So if it is true, so the message will display on the screen. So the variable is greater than 10. So that's it about the greater than operator using the if condition. Okay, using the if statement. Okay, with the parameter .gt. Okay. So actually, you can also rewrite the code or the script. For example, I want the, for example, to test if uh, if 75 the grade, the math grade is the entered math grade is passing grade, something like that. Okay, so we will test the grade in math when the user enter. Okay, when the user enter 75 or more or greater, so the computer will display pass is grade. Okay, pass is grade. If the computer if the user entered lower than 75, of course, nothing will happen. It will not display anything. So it will just validate if it is passing grade, something like that. So let us rewrite the code. Or maybe we can write another code. So nano if then test grade 1 dot grade dot sh. Okay, so let us from the first line bin bash, then author, and then there, and then echo, enter a grade, enter math grade, then read, okay, math grade. Okay, next if, okay, math grade. Okay, we will use again the keyword .gt is greater than, okay, than 74, or meaning to say our condition here starts that if you enter 75 and more, okay, could be 74, 75, 76, and so on and so forth. So it will, if that is true, it will now display here, okay, then, okay, echo grade is passed. Okay, is this, or maybe uh, yes, you could also see grade is passed. And then we end now the if using fi. Okay, so in our script we will validate the entered grade in math. If the grade entered is 75 or more, it will display grade is passed. If the grade entered less than 75, nothing will happen. Okay, it will not display anything, something like that. Okay, so Control O to save the program. If test grade, let us see first if it is really correct. So math grade is the variable that's gt. Okay, so Control X, and then we will convert into executable file period slash chmod, then plus x, and then if test grade sh. Whoa, sorry for that, chmod, not period slash, plus x, if test grade dot sh. Enter, that's it. So to execute is period slash if test grade dot sh, then enter. So enter a math grade. So for example, 78. Okay, enter. So meaning here in the display, grade is passed. Why the message displayed on the screen? Because let us go back in our script. Okay, so meaning we entered 78. 78 will be stored to the variable math grade. Okay, so here in the condition, is 78 is greater than 74? Is that true or false? That is the idea. Is 78 is greater than 74? So I believe that is true. If this is true, it will now display the message grade is passed. What if the user entered 73? Is 73 is greater than 74? Is 73 is greater than 74? That is false. So if that is false, it will not display this message on the screen. Let us see. So we have to go back here and then period slash if test grade.sh, enter math grade. So let's say I've said a while back 73. So nothing happened. It will only go back to prompt and it will not display that message grade is passed. Okay. So using that condition dash gt, you can determine a value if it is greater than to another a value greater than to another value. Then if it is true, it will execute that statement, that action, that command. If it is false, it will not be executed. Okay, that's it. So that's it for the simple if statement in Bash script. So next time we will do several operators using if in the if statement. Okay, and we will try to make more an intermediate to the complicated if statement in our next video. So until next time, so have a nice day and bye bye.